Hello everybody, I'm Nicad. We are playing Feed the Beast here on the Nebulous server. A few things to look at today, a couple things we're going to do. First thing we're going to look at these things. This is a gift from Alrusha. She dropped this off. Watch my XP bar. It just kinda keeps going up. In here we have these things. They're called Edenic Queens. They're kind of bees. She's big into the bee breeding. I think she gave one of these things to everybody, but it's a whole bunch of these bees. And as long as there is no flower around for them to do work with, they'll stay at full health, but they still, see, I just gotta level up, they give off XP just by being near them. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. We're gonna have to incorporate this into a enchanting room at some point, I guess, where you can just kind of stand here and use the enchanting table. So that's very cool. Very awesome. She put a lot of work into that, I think. That took probably a long time to get all those bees. Because they're also, like, they're not just bred, they're... they work at night, they live longer, they're fast workers. Yeah, she put a lot of time into that, so that's crazy. Other thing... There was something else. I don't recall what now. Well, we'll just go with it. Today what we're going to be doing is some work on this. This is going to be our coke coal factory. So what we need to do is get the get the furnaces set up, the coke ovens. So I've already made all of these. This took a long time. I went all the way out into the ocean there, just along the bottom to get the clay, to make the bricks. What we're going to do is just put them like this. And we're going to have 10 of them, so I'm probably not going to show all of these being constructed, because it's going to be mostly the same thing 10 times. Just like that. Oh, I think we missed the back corner there. That was probably... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Three of them. Okay, I'm probably going to cut it right here. Okay, so I've changed this up a little bit. What we had here before was the red power tubes. Instead, I've replaced that with an obsidian pipe down at the bottom. I like the red power pipes. I just usually find there's better ways to do whatever I'm doing with them. Almost always there's a better way to do it with Buildcraft pipes. In particular this, because... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. With the red power pipes, it's kind of hard to get rid of items. I find maybe there's a way to do it, and I just don't know it. That's certainly a possibility. But this was filling up very quickly with bones. This way, I can just block them right off into that. Actually... So the bones are ideally going to go up. If they can't go up, they're going to go... No, yeah, that works. Just right there. Fine. And then we'll set the blue to be the coal. So the coal will always go this way. The bones will fill this up until it's full. Then they'll go into the void pipe. That's that solved. Okay. So now we need to bring the coal over to the furnaces. We're just kind of alternating the gold a little bit here, so that things keep moving. And the reason these are set where they are, these are going to be set into the ground. We're going to use, what's it called? Sandy brick. Dune Boy was showing these to me. It's just brick and sand, and it creates this kind of brick, which is the same texture as these, but is as a building block instead of like a multi-block component. And so we're going to put those on top. It'll make it look a little better. But these are actually going to be sunk into the floor because that gives us easy access to the bottom here. And so actually this probably should be a diamond. Oh no, I guess it doesn't have to be. It's not going to be cycling back that way. But what we're going to do is diamond there. Put a couple golds in. We don't need the void pipes. Cobblestone our way over here. Put another diamond in. Oh, no, you know what? That has to come from there. There we go. Then we can have the diamond come out this way. Just like that. There we go. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. There we go. Another diamond. And I actually made these diamonds with, or these diamond pipes with, diamonds that I made out of coal. I did not realize at the time... Where are we? Okay. We gotta come over this side now. We'll keep diamond, I guess. Is that... Yeah, it's all three apart. Okay. I did not realize at the time that when you make diamonds from coal, you don't actually end up with a diamond. You end up with one of these things. An industrial diamond. That's what you get when you compress a coal chunk. Now, I don't think an industrial diamond can be used in all of the same recipes as a regular diamond, but it turns out it doesn't matter. If you put one into a crafting bench, it crafts, like just on its own, it crafts into a regular mine it out of the ground diamond. Which makes me wonder why even have the industrial diamond there if it's completely and easily transmutable with no effort at all. Oh, we're at the end. Into a regular diamond. Doesn't make sense. Okay, so that gets our coal over here. We're going to put, I guess, a chest at the end just to collect whatever comes out. There we go. And we'll put that actually outside. So right there. And we'll just bring this out. And now I'm stuck. And these are, yeah, just low enough that you can't actually jump out of there. Nope. Really? Okay, there we go. Okay, so what should happen, actually when we do this, what should happen... Oh, can't... Oh, come on. There we go. So now we have to make all the gray, or the white, I guess it's supposed to be. It looks gray in here. Be coal. And what this will do is... Every time a chunk of coal comes by, it'll automatically try to go into the first oven. And it will do so until it can't fit any more in, at which point it'll go past. And it'll just keep doing that. It'll keep moving from one to the next until they're all full, and then when it gets past all of them, it can't get past anymore, it'll come out the other side. And so we should, as long as that thing is running, as long as the Wither Skeleton thing is running, it should just keep filling these things up. And they're all ready to go. And then eventually what we're going to do is have Liquid Ducts bring in the creosote out the bottom, bring it to a central container. And we'll also have... That's why the reason this space 3 wide is that we'll have a wooden pipe there and a wooden pipe there. They'll come out to a diamond pipe, which will bring them down into another system, possibly even this system, as long as we can get them moving in the proper direction. And then they'll just come out at some point. And we're not going to do that now because I need, whatchamacallums, those autocratic gates. So yeah, so we just have to wait on those. But we can get this pumping right now. Let's turn this on. Let's have some steak while we wait. Spawning nice. Everybody's going to their doom. Yeah, here comes the coal. That's going to fill up with bones. This guy's already going. He's starting to fill up with coal. Let's put all this coal in there just to get it primed, as it were. Okay. Now these, I think, will stop working either... You know, since we don't have any way to take them out, it should stop working when this fills up, or when the creosote fills up. I'm assuming this will fill up long before this does. I think it takes about 2.5 minutes or so for this to happen. So it's not a particularly fast process, and that's why we have 10 of them, that instead of getting... What would 2.5 into 60 minutes be? Like 25 minutes? 20 minutes? So instead of like 20 minutes or so to produce one, I guess... No, what am I saying? 20... So in an hour, you would get 20 coke out of these ovens. If you're just using one. So we're using 10 times that. Like 3 stacks of coke. Which isn't bad. I mean, it's not fast by any means, but faster than alternatives. Like, this is almost already full. It had 19 in there when we started, so that's really filling up pretty quick. Doesn't take long for these guys to produce a stack of coal. These should fill up fairly quickly. What we're going to do, I'm leaving the floor intentionally off this for now because we're also going to redo that in either some kind of brick, maybe, I'm not sure, or in concrete once we get all of this moved over to steel production. And for that we're going to need a zombie spawner as well, which will probably just set up exactly the same as that, but we'll probably hide it. Either hide it or, I don't know, maybe try to incorporate it into a tower kind of appearance within, like, the industrial zone this is going to be. We're going to do the walls of this along here in the same kind of brick, in that sandy brick, so I need to get more clay. And then we're going to put some windows on, maybe kind of a front tower on this, make it look like a 1900s kind of industrial factory. Like an early 1900s, late 1800s steel mill or textile mill or something like that. I think it'll look pretty cool. It's just a matter of getting... Like, this one's already filled up, so this is moving pretty quick. Looks like we got 1 coke out of that, 1 coke out of that. So within the time it takes to get 1 coke out of these, we've already filled up 2 of them, like halfway into that one, yep. Moves pretty fast. Shouldn't take long to fill all these things up. I will take a quick break here, and then I'll be right back, and we'll take a look at some more stuff. And we're back. Okay. So I've got some sand being made in there, and we'll get to what I'm going to do with that in a second. It's been about 16 minutes, 15 minutes. We've got 8 of these, so just about that. A little over 8 minutes, I guess, or a little over 16 minutes. And this is almost full. So within that time, it's filled up all of these coke ovens. And soon it'll start filling up that chest, and then I can start putting some more back over in this furnace, because we're getting down not too low, but we got some room. That's almost done. So what I'm going to do with that is... well, the way we can get clay, rather than digging it out of the bottom of the ocean, is we can do this. We can use one of these minium stones to turn sandstone into clay at a rate of 4 to 1. So it's not that efficient, but sand is basically free. We could set up a couple igneous extruders to feed into these things, and then just leave that running with the coal powering it, and that's basically as much sandstone as we would want. Especially if we then have this empty out into a auto crafting table, which will just make the sandstone for us. And we could probably even set it up to make the clay for us as well. So that's something to consider. Just going to wait on that to finish up. Let's go see how this is doing now. So that's already got one coke coal. Everything's flying by now. Starting to fill up over here. Not a lot of work to be done to get this automated. We're not going to finish it this episode, like I said. Next episode we'll probably finish that up. I need to get the clay first, and that's going to take a while, and then to cook it. I kind of regret having built the IC2 machines first. With the exception of the extractor and the compressor, which are very useful, all of these Buildcraft and thermal expansion machines just work so much faster. Okay, we're done there. We can turn these off. Work so much faster and are so easy to set up. I don't know why I didn't go this way again. I think I got carried away by the idea that we were no longer in hard mode and we could make them. But you learn that you shouldn't. Okay, so we need to make one of these. We need a minium stone. For that we need this inert stone. And for that we need iron and gold. We have the gold, we have the iron. And we have the smooth stone. Gives us an inert stone. And then we got these shards of minium. And these drop from any mob that you kill yourself, it seems. I don't know if you can automatically get them. But, like, I don't know if you could figure out a way to get a mob spawner to do it for you. It doesn't seem they drop from turtles. I know Doom Void was looking at some ways to do it, so I'll have to check out his stuff to see if he's come up with something. But we need to make sandstone. And we don't need a compressor to do that. We can just do that, and then I think they had it set up like this. Bam! 16 clay, not a lot. That will only give us... What do we need for those sandy bricks? Yeah, that only gives us 1. So that's 8 sandy bricks. Not an amazing rate of return. Doesn't look like it used up a whole lot of the minium stone. Not an amazing rate of return, but... like I said, if we get it automated, that should be fine. How's this doing? Already a full stack. And these are all full stacks of coal in them. Getting some creosote that I'm not sure what we're going to do with. Very cool. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to call it a day. Next episode we'll finish up on this, do some more work on it. The steel factory itself, I'm thinking... would probably be easiest if we just put it right next door. We'll see about that. But yeah. So, once again, I'm Nicad. We've been playing Feed the Beast. I will see you next time. Take care.